When a rude bad boy saved you from your past enemy, but you did not know that he is a ruthless mafia. Author point of view. It was the cafeteria of university. You were celebrating your best friend Kyle's birthday. In your group, you were the most cheering girl. A little far, Taehong, the rude bad boy, was sitting. He was staring at you with annoying expressions. Jade, control dude. It looks like you will eat her alive. Feeling someone's eyes, you turned, and he averted his gaze. Ta, shut up. Mile, are you in love? Ta, no way. He stood. You saw him passing you a very mysterious glare before leaving. You shrugged. Chiloy, have you people heard of a mafia V? Kyle, oh yeah. People say that he is very dangerous. He showed a picture. Kyle, his sign V. It's his gang's logo. Even students are joining him. Chiloy, if he is handsome, then I can join him too. Shoot who laughed at her. It was a free day and you people were throwing water balloons on each other. Kyle flew one towards you and bumped into Taehong. Jan, sorry, he was glaring with his dark orbs. Water drenched his shirt that was now see through. He stepped back, removed his leather jacket, and threw it over you. Jan, that rude jerk. You mumbled when he went away without a word. You were in practice hall after getting free. You went to your locker and found a card. Your smile is beautiful, but I prefer your screams. With a thudding heart, you looked around. Many painful memories refreshed. In a corner, you saw Taehong with his gang. His eyes were fixed on you. Jan, no. Why would he do that? He noticed your pale face and then you left the hall. Few days passed and you were feeling being watched. Today you came late and Taehong rolled his eyes when whole class attention, especially boys, went to you. Mile, you are acting like a possessive lover. Taehong shifted in his place. You pulled out your notes and found another card. Red roses, red bedroom, red dress, and you in my arms. Taehong turned his head to you and saw your white face. His brows furrowed when you threw that card. You were shivering now. After class, you ran from there. Taeyong picked the card that was scrunched. Opening it, he read the words. Ta. What the? Who sent this? He was angry and worried. After your part-time job at a restaurant, you were going home. It was getting late. You felt someone was following you and so started walking fast. Soon you were running due to fear. Tears welled up your eyes. Your feet strangled and you fell down. A hand on the back of your hoodie and you screamed, Jan, no, let go. Please don't hurt me. You tried to crawl, but the hands pulled you up. What's wrong with you? Your aggressive moves stopped at his voice that you had rarely heard. Jan, you. He was standing close, while his hands at your back. You looked around and there was no one. Ta, why were you running? He touched your tears and you jerked back. Jan, why were you following me? Ta, what? He was pissed and you felt embarrassed. Waving his hand at you, he was going in opposite direction. Jan, wait, sorry. You grabbed his arm. He looked down at you. Your heartbeat was still not normal. Jan, can you walk me home? You asked this from a rude bad boy and were ready to be insulted. Ta, let's go. That was shocking. He was not less than a stranger, but you still felt safe with him. Ta, you live alone, Jan? Yeah. Ta, keep the door locked and don't open, even if someone knock. He advised when your house came. You went inside and he stood until the lights of your house were on. Ta, it's itchy. He scanned the area with his hawk gaze and decided to stay there in his car. After 2 weeks, it felt like a new start. Taeyong stopped being extra rude. He no more throws daggers with his eyes. You were relaxed because now he always accompany you to home. But you did not tell him about the threats. Your shifted restaurant ended, but Taeyong had not appeared. You thought to call him, and your phone's battery was dead. Jan, I should leave before it gets more late. You came home and sighed in relief. After taking shower, you were making food when the bell rang. A thought crossed your mind that it might be Taeyong. You opened the door, and a nightmare was standing there. Jan, Jimin, Jimin, sweetheart. He displayed a devilish grin that dried your blood. You tried to shut the door, but he barged in, and you fell back on the floor. Jimin, have some manners. We are meeting after a year. Getting up, you stumbled to your phone that was on charging. You grabbed it and screamed when your hairs were in a painful grip. Jan, let go. Jimin pushed you over the counter. Something sharp left a cut on your forehead, Jimin. So you got a new boyfriend, huh? He pulled you back. Jan, what do you want now? He chuckled and leaned, but you hit a pen on his head. He lost his hold. You ran towards the door. Before you could open it, he again caught you. Jimin, you forgot how to behave, girl. His and you threw over the couch. Hovering over, he kept your hands over the head. Yeah, you didn't give me any less pain. Then what now? Being helpless, you were crying in his lethal grip. Jimin, simple, I want my doll back. You hissed when he traced the Jan, back away, you monster. You writhed when he Jimin. They are more delicious now. Jan, please leave. Jimin, I really want to try other things too, but it's okay. Next time. You sobbed when the weight was lifted. His laugh echoed in the flat before he walked out. You were laying there and letting out tears. Suddenly, you sat up and stared at the exit. The door was still opened. Holding a sharp knife in one hand, you were following Jimin, who was walking towards his car. The more you got closer, the more fear was taking over the anger and pain. Jan, I can do this. You wanted to end this torture now. He took a turn in the alley. Stepping ahead, you were about to do the same, but a hand around your mouth and waist pulled you back. The knife dropped there. Calm down. He whispered in your ear and you were froze. Jimmy stopped, sat in his car and drove away. Taehyung removed his hand from your mouth. Ta, you okay? While crying, you turned and hugged him. Feeling weak, you were about to slip down, but he lifted you in his arms. You were sobbing when he took you to his car. Jan, where? To my place. I don't think it is safe here anymore. Taehyung entered and you followed him in his house. Sit here. You sat down. He treated the cut on your head and bottom lip. Who was he? He looked concerned. Jan, why should I tell you? His brow raised. Look of arrogant pride was back on his face. Exactly why you opened the door for him and then came here with a stranger. His taunt pinched your heart. Jan, I thought that would be you because you did not came to restaurant. He regretted when you again started crying. Jan, and I came here because I trust you. That just increased his guilt. I am not a trustworthy man, Jan, but I feel safe with you. His heart missed a beat. The urge to keep you safe from any danger crippled his heart. He stood tall. Let me bring something for you to eat. You looked around when he went to kitchen. It was a huge and luxurious house. Leaving the couch, you went towards a table that had many antique pieces. Not thinking much, you opened the drawer, and there was a black mask. What snatched your soul was a metallic piece of letter. Jan, it's the same what Kyle showed. Jan, I am not a trustworthy man.
To be continued. This plot was suggested by one of the readers. Thank you so much and love you all.